This video is about the EPC certificate, the Energy Performance Certificate that all UK households require. And there's another certificate for the commercial sector I also look at. Now, it's compulsory at the moment, and there's all sorts of restrictions coming in, so you can't rent out a house unless it reaches a certain standard and blah, blah, blah. And it's actually one shape fits all, as it were, which is ridiculous. In my house, for example, I've insulated as far as you can go. Insulation is a very good thing, and I would encourage everyone to do that. I just want it done at their own expense, of course. And so insulation, great. But to impose all these restrictions, because the EPC certificate is about, if I want to improve, for example, I'd have to have had a pump, which I can't do. Right, I'd have to have wall insulation, which would actually cause damp and everything in my 100-year-old brick house, and so on. So it's actually affecting the rental sector, it's putting the price of rents up, it's affecting the commercial sector, and there's all sorts of ripples through all different sectors in all of this. And so, and this is without the public sector. I've just looked at the private, the commercial sector. And there are savings that could be as high. I mean, this is just a scoping document, and the paper's below this video. It could be as high as 50 billion a year could be saved off housing and commercial properties just by making it voluntary. So I'm not advocating doing away with it, because when you sell your house, you may want to advertise the fact it's very well insulated and get a certificate. That's fine with me. You pay for that, and you can do that. Yeah, and so the paper examines the difference between doing it voluntarily and doing it mandated. Well, you've got no choice if it's mandated. And in doing that, it comes up with a saving of somewhere between 33 and 50 billion pounds. And you know what? It doesn't matter whether it's 60 billion, and it doesn't matter whether it's 20 billion. It's an enormous figure. And the trouble is that politicians make laws without understanding how those laws ripple through everywhere. So you can fit your double glazing, you can fit your insulation in the loft and do all of that, and if you want to advertise that, get a certificate. That's all I'm asking for. So this would be a nice, in the next 5 years, this is what it would save according to my paper. And there's no point in arguing with the details in it. I've really scoped it out, told you what the assumptions are, told you what is fact, as it were, and so on. So I've tried to do the whole thing in this paper. It's as simple as that. And so please read the paper. A number of people on my last video on electric cars did not read the paper and therefore made points which are already covered in the paper. Okay, read the paper and just glance through it. Look at the start of it, what it's about, and look at the conclusion, if you like. But you'll see it's been thoroughly worked through. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. See you again.